Yeah, I mean, certainly we're just trying to do anything we could to steal one. Yeah, we needed 7, 8 cars to do it, but even still, the tires didn't wear enough to really matter. So Joey stayed out on those 80 lap lefts and led for most of the race. It's just tires didn't wear, and we just struggled to pass all day. And so once I came out of that cycle, third or fourth, that's just kind of where I stayed.
Firearms seem to be able to work its way through traffic better than anybody. Is there anything that you saw that he could do that nobody else could seem to do tonight?
I only got to run a few laps behind him because when I came out of pit road, he had already passed, and I was battling the 5 and the 9. So I didn't get to see, but, the car is really good, really superior, and you're a good driver like he is. You're going to be able to navigate a little bit. And, I don't know when they pitted versus the others, not until I kind of look all that, but certainly it looked like those guys hit the light switch at the end.
When you look at your short track program this year, 11 playoff points in 3 short track races. Outside of winning today, could you be more pleased with how you started the year at 3 of your short tracks?
Yeah, certainly ran good. Certainly didn't get the finish we deserved, but we still ran really well, and we had those wins. We were just trying to do something to try to drag others down pit road with us, and just didn't work out. They knew, this track just gets blocked 2 by 2 and just can't go anywhere. So, we threw a shot at it, tried to get a little better finish, maybe a win, and it didn't work out.
I was in your podcast all the time. You want to lead a weekend with something. A playoff point goes a long way, and you carry that throughout the entire playoff. How crucial is that on a day you get a finish that you feel like you deserve, but you still maximize, get the opportunity, put yourself in a position to win?
Yeah, it's a bummer for sure. I mean, could not even get a top 10 thinks, but yeah, we're just kind of a victim of our cars there at the end. But still we're running really well. We're up front. I think we've led every race this year so far. So we're in contention. Just last week things fell our way. This week they didn't. So it all evens out.
The progression of the 100 cars at this place from last start.
Yeah, I mean they certainly hit the rocket boosters there in the third stage. They took off, and you knew that they were going to be highly motivated coming this weekend. I love the burgundy cars. I love that they all look the same. They just I know this place needs a lot to Rick, and you got to tip your hat and congratulate them to executing a great race and really coming to the front when it really mattered.
Yeah, so the engine was bucking real bad on pit road all day. We've had some of that trouble here in the past, but this was by far the worst that I can recall. So his pit road speed was probably subpar by a good bit. Looking at the data pretty quick, it looks like it was. And then the pit crew, they had a little bit of a slower stop than the Hendrick guys. They nailed it. And, we had to come one lap later because as the leader, out there by 2 seconds, you're kind of a sitting duck. You're going to give them 1 lap. It just kind of is what it is. And if everything worked out right, we should have just barely come out with the lead, but it didn't.
Was that a Hail Mary there at the end?
Yeah, we have 2 wins, and we were going to have to restart 4th there. I ultimately told Denny if no one in front of you pits, which means we're going to restart 4th, to go ahead and pit and try to shake it up, make something different happen. Because, ultimately 4th or 5th is really no different to us than 10th or 11th, given that we have 2 wins. You hate making the wrong decision. That was probably more emotionally driven in terms of trying to make something happen versus everybody staying out because everybody knows tires aren't worth anything at Martinsville now. We're split stinting green flag runs at Martinsville. I mean, that's just asinine, truthfully. But nonetheless, that's the boat we were in, and we were just trying to make something happen.
If more people pit on that last stage, you were thinking 2 tires maybe, or that last caution, I should say?
Yeah. The original plan was 2, hoping that we'd get 6 or 7 takers. And when we had such a gap over the few that did come, we switched it to 4 because there was no reason not to.
And it seemed like the car really struggled. Every car struggled in, especially lap traffic today if you were the leader.
Yeah. Cars are just too easy for these guys to drive. They're the world's best stock car racers, and they got a lot of tire, independent rear suspension, so that's a lot of grip. And then they have 100 less horsepower than in the previous version of Martinsville racing, let alone the 200 less horsepower that they used to have here. So cars are just a lot easier to drive, and they're all the same cars, so it's hard to gain any kind of advantage when everybody's driving styles. You can only kind of drive one way, and the setups can only be so different. Yep.
Drivers, you can win a chance at $25,000. Get your own digital collectible trading cards at racefacedigital.com in Standard, Premier, and Elite variations. It's free driver enrollment. Use the displayed promo code to win a chance to crack the vault for $25,000. But hurry, this is limited to only the first 100 drivers. Enroll at racefacedigital.com/drivers now.
This is Harrison Burton, driver the number 21. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, check out one of these two videos beside me. Visit frontstretch.com for more racing content.